I was actually trying to unlock the TKPD passively, mostly out of curiosity, by turning on the 2 red rebels, but on a beautiful day in August, BSG decided to change the requirement to just 1. So when I logged in after the change, I was pretty surprised to find out that I had already unlocked it by turning in just 1. And honestly, I had no idea what to expect. It's an unsuppressed, heavy weapon with limited ammo options, but after taking it into a few raids, I started to realize this might be one of the most powerful guns that I've accidentally got my hands on. So today, we're going to find out just how good the TKPD really is. This gun is either going to totally pay itself off or bankrupt me trying to prove its worth. Let's jump in. Alright, so before we jump into the action, I just wanted to clarify that this is a pro kill barter from Prapper. And it's 1 pro kill, and they're pretty cheap, usually about 70k will get you this weapon, and it does come with a foregrip and a hollow already prepackaged. For the ammo, I'll just be sticking with the FMJ, which is available on Prapper level 4, and sometimes Fence. Alright, let's jump into some action. Actually my favorite swan. Puts me right in the action. Not ideal, but I like to get up on the spine here and just kind of wait. If I hear shots back toward tunnel, I'll go that way, but otherwise I'll wait. Before we jump any deeper into this video, I wanted to share something that a lot of you have been asking me about. Every new Tarkov wipe brings a huge wave of players, and with that comes unusually high ping, packet loss, and often long matchmaking times. If you've switched to a different region to try and get a better raid, this is worth checking out. Well, GearUp is now an official partner of Escape from Tarkov, and they're offering everyone a 7-day free trial during this first week of Core Breach. I've been testing it myself recently, and the biggest improvements I see are obviously lower ping and better hit reg on these faraway servers from me. And the best part is, it's a really simple software to use. Just 1 button click and watch it go. Now let's focus on Russia East, Singapore, Africa, those servers. Let the boost up do its thing and let's see where it goes. And there you go. Russia East dropped down to 183. I can ping that now. China's now playable. Australia's now playable. Russia Central's now playable. These are all great maps if you're doing any sort of tasking or boss hunting like killa hunting. So I would encourage you to try this out. If you'd like to give this software a try, check the link in my description or the pinned comment. Use my code SECOND to claim your free trial. Let me know how much your ping improves. Alright, let's get back into the video. Got someone. Are you kidding me? There's 3? No way. So I have no clue what they were shooting at. So the first kind of step here is to figure out what they were shooting at. And if there's a third. I know I was getting shot at by a shotgun, but I'm not quite sure if it was a player or a scav. I've heard no grenades or anything yet, so... And I feel like I have a pretty good position now. If there is a third. At this point, I'm not totally sure if there is a third or if that was just a scav chasing me. I kinda wish I remembered where I killed the first guy. The second guy was right under him. I don't really have the scope for really far engagement, but I can make the 4x work. Dude, whatever they were shooting at is probably gonna clap me, so... It's kind of one of the big issues with playing against squads is there's always another one. I've killed 5-mans, and a 6th killed me. I have no clue how, obviously, because there's a squad limit of 5, but somehow there was a 6th camping the body. Obviously, it was a third party, but... Alright, I'm gonna assume that... I hung out in the area for a few minutes, and then I never saw the guy again, so I assume he probably pushed on. Alright, you know what? Let's just push up and see what happens. I'm gonna go grab their dog tags. If they've been looted, then I'll know that I have a friend. Good read. Alright, on time spawn. Could have one up to our right here. Right in front of us. Two. At this point, my audio was all over the place, and I had no idea where these shots were coming from. And I hit a bush. The fact that the moving stop tells me I'm about to get jump scared. Huh? Where should I go? want to get too close. Especially if I don't know where. It's up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a 2-man. Okay. Little 2-piece. Now this guy's rightfully panicking. There's something just knocked down his targets. I've played this out 1,000 times. And it usually ends in me over-peeking. So, me thinking he's here, but he's actually here. And I'm crab walking and I have no reaction, so. Those guys were aiming kind of this way, so maybe he's behind that rock. I'll save you about 5 more minutes of crab walking. I'm pretty sure they were just shooting at a scav, which is concerning considering they're both mag-nupping him. Oh, there was. Oh. Oh, so they did get this guy. Huh. What a bizarre event. Just scav. Unless they already took the dog tag, but... Brought an L1 in, too. If I spawn in those scavs. Guess we'll see if here's some shooting. So I hung out around Big Red for a while and I didn't hear or see anything else, so I just decided to move on. What's up, player? Super 2 in the wall spawn. I go almost a month or so without getting this spawn, and I get it twice. I'm only about 10 seconds late, so I should still be able to beat any spawn to my left. You know what's funny is every time I run into a scav aggro, I immediately remember that I did not bring a pistol. I'm supposed to bring a pistol. So I can dispatch scavs without A, wasting this ammo, and B, like, without ringing a dinner bell. But unfortunately, they have shot, so anyone in the area knows there's a player over there. So I'm gonna try and get to cover as quick as I can and listen for shots. Alright. That sounded a lot closer than Peter, so. I was actually heading toward extract. It had quieted down quite a bit, but yeah, whatever that was definitely not Peter, and definitely not Sanitar. Not zeroed yet, so to kind of gauge the engagement here. That's one thing I've struggled with this gun, is the zeroing. Seems like no matter what I do, I'm just slightly off. Usually I can eyeball it with any other gun, but maybe this caliber has a lot more drop to it, or what, but alright. That was terrible. I'm gonna go for a big wrap here. They're gonna be looking for me, like, toward tunnel. Kidding? Wait, is there someone up there too? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I got one. I'm gonna try and utilize the nade for the wrap here. It sounded like I was getting shot from up here too. I feel like if I get too high, definitely gonna give myself away. Maybe better off in the position I was in before. Back over here. Someone pushing. The other guy's gonna be pushing this way now. Trying to like minimize my falls here. Ah, I got one punched. GG. I haven't had this spot in a while. It's a pretty good spot for when I do my defending Icebreaker series. But I'm gonna get on the ridge here and see if I can't just wait out some shots. It's a really good middle ground. Kind of waiting to see who comes along. I did end up putting the PM1 scope away. I was a little bit, how do I say, like, a little suspicious that it was not accurate. And it seems that, you know, some on Reddit feel the same way, which is kind of odd for a scope. If people say that it doesn't hit straight, then it probably doesn't, especially if they're just talking about the same one. I had a couple instances where I was within 50 meters, dead on head, and it just whizzed past their face, so. Just to be safe, I put it away. Plus, it's a little bit longer scope anyway. I'm going to take a little detour here and push down. Hoping any engagement I have, I'm not going to have to use this red dot. I know as soon as I get down here, though, the scavs at village or power are going to start shooting. I'll kind of be out of range. He's fighting the goons, though. Someone over here. Good thing I moved. He would run up right behind me. Pray I don't get seen from the tree line over there while doing this. Please don't be another one. I was right. It was the goons, and that was Bird Eye. Yeah, it's night. saw this 3-man that I really wanted to engage, but I couldn't because the goons just kept chasing me. Uh-oh. One, two, three. I'm gonna try and get a better line of sight. That's bird eye. It's probably going to get their attention, these guys. Which is good for me. There's a big pipe here. Alright, not a bad spawn. Although I don't want to be on the mountain right now, I think I'm going to push up to, let's push up to Spine here. That way I can get a good look on both sides. Especially if anyone's over, you know, coming from Village. If there ends up being shooting back at gas, I'll turn back around, but I kind of want to put myself in a better position here. And now let's just kind of wait and see if anyone runs this way. It's unfortunate. I filmed probably, I don't know, 10 raids yesterday, and there was no audio. Total waste of really, really good raids. But anyway, I've had a lot of fun so far. This gun is fun. It's hit or miss. It could be me, it could be the bullet, I don't know, but sometimes it's a immediate thorax punch. Other times it's 2 or 3 shots and they're still moving. So very rarely do I call foul on a raid or when I die, but this team pushed me about 5 minutes after I'd been up here, been prone. I was doing something on my phone. Surrounded me. The first guy got right in front of me, aimed right at me, whiffed it. They started spamming nades up there. I wrapped pretty far around, as you'll see coming up. And these guys still managed to know exactly where I was and continue to surround me no matter how much I flanked. So, be your own judge. Let me know in the comments. Jeez, that scared me. Well, let's get out of here. I lost my head, so if I get breathed on, I'm gonna die. I might be able to... I can get a better angle on him. Alright, let me get to a better spot. Alright, if I can get to a better spot, I might be able to win this. I'm not going to give up yet. We're bringing back dog tags, earning up in a body bag. See, despite being totally out of sight, both times they still managed to wrap me on my left and right. I want to hear your thoughts, though. Am I overreacting? Three man.